So right now you may not be hitting the bars like you used to, but that hasn't stopped people from raising a glass or giving a toast. Social media strategist Alex Greenwood explains how virtual happy hours work and why we're leaning on them. So how do we get involved with a virtual happy hour, and what exactly is it?
Well, a virtual happy hour is just kind of what it sounds like, although it's a little weirder than that, I guess, because you're having a happy hour with your friends and your coworkers, but you're doing it through screens. It's kind of been the big thing since I think around March when the quarantine really hit in earnest. So it's been a kind of a fun phenomenon for people to get together, and it's, I think, for a lot of people, quite a lifeline.
How are these really helpful to people?
Well, this is what's interesting. You know, in my own life, 2018, my family moved from Brookside to north of the river, right? So a lot of really good friendships. So I noticed after a while, whether it's a psychological barrier of just driving across the river and down to Brookside again, or vice versa, people just didn't do it as much. We didn't do it as much. And it was just this interesting thing psychologically how we didn't connect because of distance. Now, and this goes along with the survey I've been referring to here from 4loco.com, where they were talking about how actually 54% of the people surveyed said they're seeing more of their friends online during quarantine. And us too. It's striking when you think about it. I didn't think about it until I looked at that survey and I thought, whoa, I am seeing, like, you know, these folks way more than I had in real life.
And what is it about quarantine that really makes us reach back out and kind of extend an invitation, whether it's Zoom, whether it's another platform? We are reaching back to some of those friendships.
You know, variety is the spice of life. And if you're quarantined with other people who you love, that's great. But come on, we all want to see different faces, and we all want to be reminded of the good times. I've talked to my best friend from college. That's a long time ago. He's in Chicago. I'm here. It's just good to see his face and to reconnect, and those memories trigger the same way. I've got friends in Oklahoma City. It's the same way. I go back and forth, and I love it. And I got to tell you, whether I'm having a cocktail with the virtual happy hour, that's not anything to do with it, really. It's just, I think, the boost of seeing a friendly face that you miss, and they can kind of reassure you that the world's not completely gone crazy.
On average, how long does a virtual happy hour last?
Well, according to this survey, and I found the same way true in my own personal circle, a virtual happy hour with friends, like I just talked about 55 minutes. And then the virtual happy hours that maybe your employer is set up is around 35 minutes. So that's a pretty good duration for a happy hour.
Well, something you can do to really take things up a notch is pick a theme. I was part of a Western themed Zoom call. And ladies, get the Cosmos ready and you can have a fun Sex in the City night.